G'day guys! A friend recently picked up a new bamboo 3D printer and gave me this neat 3D printed combination lock. It is available for free over on MakerWorld, and as always I will put a link to it down in the description below just in case you wanted to print one yourself. Now I have already had a bit of a play around with it, and it looks like you do need to glue one piece together, but we will try with just some simple double-sided tape first. I've already stuck a little piece on, but I haven't peeled it off. So as you can see currently, it does just look like a stack of black honeycomb rings, like something you would see from Banjo-Kazooie. But the larger ones are actually the digits. Well, that one's upside down. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. Goes all the way up to 9, and then back to 0, which means these are 10-sided. These smaller ones are actually the lock part, or the lock mechanism. So they do just slide in, and you set the combination by having the open part on the digit you want the password to be. So for example, not sure if you can see it, there's a little cutout here, and that is currently on 0, which means that that digit would be 0. If instead we turned it around to randomize it, so it's there, which is 5. So I think we'll set our password to 0000, just for now. Perfect, so the first one's set to 0. We'll put that aside, and we'll do the same for the other 3. So again, line up the little hole and the digit, so 0. Slide it in, perfect. Our third one, there's 0 there, and there's the hole. That's also 0. And our last one, 0 there, and there's the gap. Next, we want to take the end piece, which is this one here. You can see there's 4 bumps sticking out. And if we slide one of our combinations on, it turns freely, but it won't let you remove it until it aligns with the gap in the lock. So it's pretty simple. Also, inside this piece is a little cavity, and you can hide stuff in there. That is sort of the purpose of it. So you start by sliding it into this piece here. They lock together, and that's so it doesn't turn. It also keeps your treasure safe. And then you just start sliding the combination in. Make sure they're the right way up. You don't want to put them in upside down. That would be a bit annoying. So since they are all zeros, we'll just slide them in any order. But obviously you would put them in the correct order. So 0, 0, 0, and 0. I did put that one upside down, that's fine. Perfect, so all 4 combinations are on. Now we want to stick the end cap on. It is keyed, so turn it until it locks in. There we go, it's now locked in. This is the bit that you would tape, by the way, or glue. I won't peel the tape off just yet. We will test it first. So I'll slide the back on. There we go. And I'll just hold it together in my hands. And this is the combination lock. There's an arrow on the right-hand side, and that's where you would align your password. So 0, 0, 0, 0. Get it all lined up nicely. Hold it together since it's not glued. And my little safe should just pop out. And there it is. We'll put it back in. We'll spin the numbers. They do spin freely. And now, it doesn't come out. Really, really simple to use lock, but very cool. The only issue I have with it is that once the password's been set and everything's been glued together, there's no real way to change the password. So keep that in mind. I think we'll change the password once more, peel the double-sided tape off, and stick it together permanently. Okay, so I've changed the password. Let's peel off the double-sided tape, if I can. There we go. This is some really, really strong double-sided Gorilla Tape, so I think it'll hold. I'll put the end cap on, gonna twist it until it clicks, there we go. I'll squeeze it together nice and tight, and I think, yep, that's on pretty well. I'll randomize the number, I don't wanna show you the password. There we go, and yep, it's stuck together. So now it's all fully assembled. I think I'll try and hide something in the little storage compartment, and then we'll see if it's possible to lockpick it without leaving any signs of tampering. Alright, I've hidden something inside, now let's try and lockpick it. So I'm wondering if I pull on the open end, or the part that's supposed to release, and then spin the digits, will they click into place? Oh, I felt a bit of movement. I don't want to pull too hard. Yep, so there's definitely some movement there. Oh, I got it. It was 6969. We'll reset it again, and we'll try and brute force it once more. So I'm pulling quite firmly on the back. I don't want to snap anything. And we'll start by spinning the first number. So no play yet. I think you do have to spin the last number instead. So there's definitely some play when you get to 9. So you can see the gap there. I'm pulling quite hard. Watch as I turn it. It doesn't visually move, but you can feel it loosen up. So I think the first one's 9, which we know it is. I'll try the second one. It loosened up again. Try the third one. I am pulling quite hard on it. Yep, it definitely loosens up, and there's quite a big gap now. And the last one, we got it open. Inside was a flash drive. So unfortunately, you can easily pick it as well. Still pretty neat though. Also, if you're wondering, there's what it looks like inside. It is hard to see, but it is quite a nice 3D print. The numbers do spin freely, and the double-sided tape trick did work. That is really stuck on. Like, I've been forcing it open with this, and it has not budged at all. so you probably don't need to actually glue it. You can just use some really strong double-sided tape. I wouldn't use any cheap double-sided tape though, since that barely sticks anyway. Overall, while this isn't going to keep anyone out, since they could fairly easily break it to get inside, I think it's still pretty neat, and it should hopefully stop people tampering with whatever you store inside without you knowing. Although as you saw, it wasn't too hard to guess the password. If you have a 3D printer and some spare filament, this might be worth checking out, even if just for a little desk fidget toy. But I think that'll do it for today. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.